The IPL auctions is coming up this weekend. It is the mega auctions, but with a lot of twists and turns to expect. And I'm going to give you a lowdown on what to follow, an overview of how the auction could pan out for the different teams and players, and who is most likely to walk away at the end of the two-day event all smiles. So basic details out of the way. First, the mega auction is taking place in Jeddah, Saudi. The big day, of course, the main day is Sunday. The auction starts post-lunch and, of course, Indian Standard Time for the Indian viewers to tune in. There are, of course, a few changes that we will see at the auction this time. The rules were tweaked for retention. Each team could retain as many as 6 players, a mix of foreigners, Indians and uncapped. The uncapped player rule, which states that an Indian cricketer will be considered uncapped if he has not had a BCCI contract in 5 years. That same rule, which was scrapped in 2021, was reintroduced this year, basis which the Chennai team retained MS Dhoni. The right to match rule, that has a bit of a tweak too. So earlier there would be a bidding, and then once a franchise won a bid, the auctioneer would ask the team that had the player previously if they would like to RTM him, use the right to match card. And that was that. This time, the team that has won the bid for the player can hike the price once for the team that is willing to right to match. Sounds a little complex. For example, if Team Punjab won the bid for Mohammad Shami and Gujarat decided to use their right to match card for him, then Punjab have the opportunity to hike the price as a final bid offer that Gujarat will have to match to right to match Shami. Right, so let's get cracking. There will be a few new faces and a few new additions to each of the teams at the table. Of course, you will see the usual suspects at some of the tables like Mumbai and Kolkata, though the Knights will miss the presence of the stoic Gautam Gambhir, their head coach in the last victorious season. Word, of course, has it that the Chennai franchise could have a woman at the table for the first time. My namesake, the lady who's taking over the reins of the franchise from her father, N. Srinivasan, Rupha Ramani. Ricky Ponting will, of course, be seen in different colours. He'll be at the Punjab table. Daniel Vettori will be present at the Hyderabad table. Maybe Bengaluru will have a good auction if Dinesh Karthik is present at their auction table. A big change in Delhi, who will see Hemang Badani at the helm, their new head coach. And the other massive newcomer, of course, though he's an old face with that franchise, Rahul Dravid in the Rajasthan camp. Of course, Justin Langer at Lucknow. What about the purse though? Here's what the teams have in their money bags to spend. I'm going with the ones with the least to spend upwards. Of course, starting with Rajasthan, 41 crores, that's around $4.85 million. Next up, Hyderabad, a little more than them at 5.32. Of course, Mumbai coming in after that, as well as Kolkata and Chennai, around about the same amount, close to 5.34 as well as 6.04 million. Chennai just a tad more than that. Of course, then that's the last 5. Let's go to the top 5 teams. Gujarat and Lucknow have a little more leeway when they are going to be there at the table. $8.17 million for both Gujarat and Lucknow to spend from their kitty. Now come the big spenders after Delhi. Of course, Bangalore, close to $10 million for them to splurge on the day. And of course, rounding it up, the team that can play party pooper and poke some holes in other teams' plans would be Punjab. Of course, also with the probability of walking away with the biggest buy with $13 million to spend. So who are the players who will be most sought after here? Who will be the ones teams will be buying for, they'll fight for? The players who are likely to be top picks for any side. Before that, let's understand the major requirements that quite a few franchises have. A captain, as we know, you need to build a team around that core, and a captain is where it all starts. So the teams who are skipperless, Lucknow and Bengaluru, have not announced their captains officially. We hear it could be the players they've retained, Nicholas Pooran for Lucknow and Virat Kohli for Bengaluru. What about the other teams? Kolkata, who decided not to retain their title-winning captain Shreyas Iyer. Delhi and Punjab, they will be on the hunt for a captain. So needless to say, some Indian players who fit that bill will be top in their radar. So who will be the costliest buy? Needless to say, without doubt, it has to be Rishabh Pant. Not only is he captaincy material, he's one of the best keeper bats, a player who is a certified match winner. Punjab is likely to pick him up, plus his rapport with Ricky Ponting, all amounting to this happening. But will he get captaincy? We don't know about that. After that fallout with Lucknow franchise, KL Rahul needs another start over. And maybe the saying, home is where the heart is, would fit here for him. He's most likely to go to Bengaluru, back to the home soil. Strange for an IPL winning captain to be in an auction pool, but that is how the dice has rolled for Shreyas Iyer. And if the auction whisperers are to be believed, Delhi will be his home once again, and possibly as captain. We're not done with wicketkeeper bats. Like Shreyas Iyer, it has been a tough year for this young fiery opener, Ishan Kishan, and IPL could be that perfect place to turn the corner, to be that game changer. There could be many parties interested in Ishan Kishan. Maybe he will find a home next to one of his good friends, Shubman Gill in Gujarat, or who knows, Lucknow could also come in hot. We're not done with wicketkeeper bats. Joss Butler, a big player, a solid match winner and a leader too, may not find a spot as captain in a franchise, but he's one solid buy. There may be a scramble for him for sure, but we'll be curious to know where he ends up. Heading on to the bowlers, the big one is Arshdeep Singh, a massive RTM option for Punjab, and he should end up there. But let's see how his bidding war goes. For the foreigners, Mitchell Starc broke the bank the last time, proved his mettle, but will he trump the consistent Trent Bolt at the top in the monies department? Mohammad Shami should go back to Gujarat in all probability, but how will the bidding play out? On to the spinners. Can Washington Sundar and Yuzvendra Chahal spark massive bidding wars? We hear Bengaluru will want at least one of them, but who will they possibly get? Beyond this, there is of course the value buys, the smart Indian picks who may not be in that fancy marquee categories but are key to teams, and some could even rake in the monies like Venkatesh Iyer, Jitesh Sharma, Nehal Vadera, Vaibhav Arora, Anshul Kamboj, Rahul Tripathi, Nitish Rana. Then of course some foreign picks like Phil Salt, Ben Duckett, Jake Fraser McGurk, Glenn Maxwell, how can we forget his performance at the World Cup, Marcus Stoinis as well, another Aussie, could all grab some eyeballs for sure. There is so much more to how this can play out, but time is less here. But do not worry, we've got you covered. Do catch our auction coverage all through Sunday. It's a special watch party where we'll get you all reactions from across the country from ardent, passionate fans following the game as the auctions pan out on Firstpost.